Whew.
Mom, guess what? I don't even use those crayons. I don't use my color pencils.
So this year, that's what y'all using, color pencils?
No, everybody else does use crayons. I'm the only one that use my color pencils.
Oh, are you supposed to be using your crayons, and you just being defiant, or?
That's a color.
Oh, she said color.
Yeah.
So that means you can use your color pencils or your crayons.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure you're not doing what you want to do. As long as you're doing what the teacher is saying, then we're in the clear.
Fine.
Hand me that and them pickles. Mm-hmm. Hey y'all, hey.
This too?
No.
The pickles now what?
That brown piece package right there.
That one? Why are pickles so heavy?
Hey y'all, happy hump day.
Stop saying hump day. Can somebody help me here?
Happy Witness Day, y'all.
Witness. Wednesday.
What? No, don't do that. You see his arm right there.
Kill me again.
Pull the chair out is what you can do instead of trying to squeeze beside him. Hey y'all, I came on to tell. So we had got some package in the mail, and I had got some. We got some pickles. Thank you to my cyber sister who sent these pickles. We appreciate your entire ministry because y'all know we love a pickle chat.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Pickles?
First of all, me and Aiden loves pickles. And so we appreciate your entire ministry. Okay?
Mom, it was a yitty hole right here.
No, it's not. Mouth of the South. Try again. That it's not open. So of course these are my favorites. The hot pickles. And y'all know that the Van Holtons are like top tier.
How do we drill for
the hot pickles? Me and Aiden fight over these. Cause these the best ones, right?
It's almost, Mom, it's
and then
still,
you know
those are hard. You can't squeeze those like regular ones. What is this one?
The dill pickle is tried and true. Of course, y'all know those are. You can't.
I can't squeeze these.
This one is the sour pickle. Okay, I don't know, the hot pickle, the sour pickle, they both running neck and neck. It ain't neck and neck. I love the sour pickle. Now I don't like the garlic kind.
Yeah.
Sour pickle. So
Mom, that's sour sis.
Okay, the sour sis.
I eat this.
This is the garlic. I don't like this kind. Ricardo and Aiden eat these. I don't like the garlic ones.
This is yours.
Yep, this one mine, the hot mama. Definitely did. Definitely.
Big Papa.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you a true player.
That's your daddy.
No, this one mine. Big Mama and Big Papa.
Kosher pickle.
Yeah.
It's garlic.
So thank you so much, honey, for always looking out for us in the pickle department. These will be gone in like 3 days. We appreciate your entire ministry.
My head hurt.
Your head hurt. Your butt gonna hurt too.
What's next?
Yeah, we got this.
Wait here for me.
Let me see what this say.
Who's that?
This is from Auntie Debbie Stephen Chick.
Who that for?
Thank you, Auntie Debbie. We appreciate your entire ministry.
I'm trying
for
to.
you.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Geese. Geese.
Okay, turn it around so the Cyber family can see.
Geese.
I can read for 2nd grade. Amazing shark. Thank you. And this a little cute. Let's read this.
2nd grade, here I come.
Oh.
We don't have a playground like that, though.
You don't have a playground like this?
No.
But do you have a playground?
Yes. What's else in here?
Nothing.
I feel something right here.
That's just the packaging. We're going to read this tonight for your bedtime story, and it said stickers are included.
Stickies?
Yeah. Stickies are included. Oh, these are cute.
Stickers.
Got some stickers included in the back. Okay. So thank you for thinking of him, because y'all know this summer I was looking for some 2nd grade reading level books. So I appreciate your entire ministry. Thank you so much.
I love stickers.
Now, let me tell y'all a quick little story time before I move on to this package.
Prime?
No, it's not prime.
Then next is prime.
So class dojo. So we get the dojo.
Mom, I had this sticker. I had a dream for superpower.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Martin Luther. I had a dream, Martin Luther. So I get a dojo of his teachers, like introducing themselves, like, I'm the 2nd grade teacher. I'm this teacher. I'm this teacher. I'm this teacher. Right. So I'm like, okay. So we got all the teachers. We go to open house. And so I'm speaking to his main teacher, and I'm like, who are these teachers? So she said, oh, this is the IUP teacher. And she's gonna pull him out for small group for speech. So he's gonna have small group for speech therapy. And so y'all know last year he didn't start speech therapy until the middle of the school year. This year he'll be starting speech therapy at the beginning of the school year, which I'm so excited about. Because then he will get his early intervention all year. And so high five on that. Early intervention. We like it. And so then I'm like, but who is this teacher? And she said, oh, that teacher is for the children that did very poorly, last year in math and reading. But that's okay. He's not on grade level. And she's also going to pull him out of class for small group. And, and they're going to work with him, on reading and improving, whatever. So, I was like, in my mind.
Your bracelet helped me.
My bracelet, I'm sorry, even though you laid your hair down on me. So in my mind, I was thinking to myself, like, dang, because I got his Dibble stuff back and like his stuff. And I thought like he was, on grade level with reading, and sometimes with math, like he had surpassed some of the scores, like higher than some of the other kids in the state. So I was like, oh, child. So I'm in my head, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, so now I got to get a game plan together. My baby got to come out for a small group because he's not on grade level with reading. I'm thinking to myself like, speech has a lot to do with like interpretation of wording, reading, word problems in math, and sometimes if they mispronounce a word or whatever, like that does go against them, even because, so the teacher was telling me it's because maybe if he says the word incorrectly, it's maybe a comprehension issue too. So I'm just like, Lord have mercy. But, hey, I know now we can move forward, right? So I'm just so like, because over the summer, y'all know if my children have a deficit, I didn't taught school before, so I can do it. Like I wanted to work with him over the summer to kind of, close that gap a little bit. So I'm just like so confused, like why didn't I hear about this earlier so that I can assist my child over the summer, because we just been doing little reading and stuff like that, but I could have really been working on him to close this gap.
Can we get to that?
We get to the teacher who's gonna be pulling him out for the small group. And so she's like, what do you say your name is? And so, like Princeton. So she was like, I said, well, you're on his thing. And so she was like, I don't have a Princeton. So I was like, okay. What she was like, but it's nice to meet you, buddy, whatever. So she was like, but just hold on, let me, so I'm like, I'm looking at the thing. So I was like, maybe I done told the people the wrong name. So I looked down, I'm like, are you this teacher? And so she was like, that's me. So she was like, I don't have him on my roster. So
Which one's me?
Now what y'all got going on?
Which one me?
Which one look closest to you?
None.
Okay, well then ain't none of them you then. None of these children are you. So she said, but let me go. Nope, no worries. Let me go to my computer, pull up his stuff from last year, and I can tell you, what needs to be done. So she was like, he's good. His stuff is fine. She was like, that must have been a mix up. She was like, I will not be pulling him out of class. He's a beyond grade level. Like he's reading at a beyond grade level right now. Like he's doing excellent in math. Like he's fine. Like, I don't need, I was like, child, y'all done scared me. I don't know what the world is going on right now. So I'm just like, okay, like, ma'am. So I'm telling Princeton, I said, well, if they come back and try to pull you out of class, just go ahead. Just we can always use the extra assistance and whatever. But I was just like, this is mine and Daddy's. This don't have anything to do with you. I was just like, Daddy, he would have been in boot camp this summer. The way you would have been in boot camp.
What's boot camp?
You want me to show you I'm gonna go get a boot.
Go. Yeah. I help you open it.
Yeah, you always want to help somebody open something. Move, slide over.
I'm almost on good, Mama.
Okay. You're not so.
Dad, you need help.
Okay, so we got this.
Help. You definitely need help.
From
we don't need that.
Auntie Becca, happy anniversary. So this is from Auntie Becca from me and Ricardo. And she said happy anniversary, and so I'm horrible. I just went to the P.O. box, and we appreciate your entire ministry.
I choose the one you get out.
How you gonna choose what I get out?
Bring the box.
Are you my husband? Is it your anniversary?
I'm gonna help you.
Is it your anniversary?
No, but I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you.
Child. Okay.
Bring that box right here, Mommy. Bring that box over here. It right here.
No, let's just go one at a time. All right, here. Let's open this up. We got this. All right.
It's probably for you. Probably makeup or perfume.
Probably makeup or perfume. Okay, we gonna see. Here you go. I don't open it. I don't even. It's from things remembered. And oh, this is cute.
That's nice.
This is. Look at that.
Where's the key at?
Kia and Rick. And then on the back it says, till the wheels fall off. And you best to believe it. Baby, I'm going to tell y'all, as soon as Boosie graduate, the wheels going to fall off. They're going to be, we're going to be on 4 flats like an old 1962 Cadillac. Because, baby, when I tell you, we ain't going to be in America. Baby, we going to be somewhere. Y'all ain't even going to recognize us. Honey, we going to have on big hats and big glasses.
Mommy! Came with a key.
Came with a key. See what else? You knew it? Okay.
I wondered where the key was.
You was wondering?
Let me open it.
My children ain't even going to know where we are. Baby, I'm hiding from them.
I'm going to open the key thing.
Okay, here.
I go.
Here, honey. Here's the key. Look at the key. It's so cute. Thank you, Auntie Becca. It's a box full of stuff right here. All right. Come right here so the Cyber family can see.
Which way?
You don't even know what you're doing. Talking about which way. Not you. Your hands. All right. I heard something click.
I put it in there.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Now?
I think. Oh,
it doesn't fit. See this?
Now. Okay. Now.
What?
Oh, this is so cute. Thank you, Auntie Beck. Look, y'all know I love a personalization.
Mom, can I hold it now? Do. How does it close?
Get here.
What?
Let me hold it for you. Break something. I ain't gonna be able to hang it on my luggage or something. This is honey. It better be gold and shiny. Okay.
Now let me try.
You just tried.
No, I did. This one.
Back up. Back up. Back up. All right.
I open. Yeah, you get the tape off. Then I open, right, Mommy?
All right, here.
Huh? I want to do this one for that. Like that. It's a cup.
It's a cup?
Bubble wrap. Yep, it's a cup.
It's a cup? I wish I could see it.
Yeah.
Oh. Balls win. Because, period.
Bubble wrap. This is what I wanted. Bubble wrap.
I know that's what you wanted. Bubble wrap. I know. This is what I wanted. Bubble wrap. And it's probably 2 of those because it's another box just like it.
John's Bowling. It's probably like that. And no tape.
There's some more bubble wrap for you.
Yay. It's probably another cup. You just touch this one.
Okay. And then you grab the bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. What did you say?
Me and your daddy gonna be cheersing.
I thought it was going to say Jones Baldwin.
You thought it was going to say Jones Baldwin.
But then,
cheers. Cheers. These are cute. Y'all, let me tell y'all, it used to be a Things Remembered here, like the actual storefront store that you can go in. And honey, when I tell y'all, I used to tear that store up. I loved it, but I didn't even know that they were like still in business. This is like so cute.
let me pop that one.
Thank you, girl. And then it's one more thing in here, y'all.
I wonder what that is. No, it's not.
Sorry. I didn't mean to close your toes up in the box. Let me tell y'all. Y'all know Auntie Becca is very intentional and very thoughtful in her gifts. So I don't know what this is. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's probably a snow globe. I don't know. I'm hoping. Because y'all know I collect them. So
Mom, I think it's a teapot. Yeah,
I'm going to have to
chip and
send her a special thank you.
I like this. We're going to put it upside down because you got to take it out like that, Mom.
Okay. Thank you.
Upside down.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Inspector Gadget.
I got it. Santa shoe.
So smart. I am not smarter than a second grader.
We have tape.
We have tape. Okay.
Your nails will fix it.
My nails.
Or I could just whip it too.
No, because I might want to put it back in.
Mommy, you're my roll out. That you said bubble wrap. No, but you said fold.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
You get the bottom, I get the top.
Ooh!
You was white, Mommy.
I was.
Oh, cold. Oh my. Make sure.
Ooh!
I didn't open it.
Oh, this is so sweet.
You don't feel it. It's cold. You can't. Do you feel it?
Thank you. I appreciate this, Auntie Beth. Oh, is so thoughtful and so cute. It says Mr. and Mrs. with like the rings.
Oh, no, bubble.
It plays music.
Emmy.
And it has Kia and Rick, 14 years. Oh, so sweet.
14?
Y'all be the little things, you know. It's so sweet.
And 8 Miss Carol.
And 8 Miss Carol.
Mine.
Boosie says she forgot to put 14 years and 8 miscarriages on here. All right, you know what? Damn bag. Just. I got you though. I got you. I got you. And Aiden and Sissy and Carter. 8 miscarriages later. Where do you think you came from?
Heart.
Okay. After heart, did a stork drop you by? Okay. So when Daddy comes, you gotta show him. So let's go find a spot for the snow globe. I think that
I know where.
You already know where already?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Auntie Becca. We appreciate your entire ministry, girl. That almost made me cry right there, y'all. I love a snow globe, okay? And that's just so thoughtful.
Mom, look.
Okay. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Okay, don't jump down and hurt your foot, toe, or knee because you're going to school tomorrow. Okay?
I know where. He never checked to the office.
You're gonna limp even. No, we're gonna put them over here somewhere where the other ones are.
Yeah. How many?
Hand you the snow globe, sir.
I know what to put.
Okay, but I need you to be very careful. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here. I don't know.
Okay, now, Boosie, no, sir. Now, sir, please.
Yeah.
That ain't even, honey. Okay, let's find somewhere where the other ones are. We got plethora of snow globes over here, so let's not go right there. We can come right here. How about right here?
How
got one.
Secret?
I don't want it to be a secret. Are me and your daddy secret lovers? Yeah, that's what we are. Wait. Okay. You're doing too much. This is not football. Let's go and put that right there. Okay. Give me this. Thank you. Okay. I think that's good for the home. It's beside me and daddy right here. Me and daddy is beside
what
me.
angel? 13 years you meant, Mom.
13 years.
Maybe 14.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
7 years.
Okay. All right. You did a fantastic job finding the spot. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's the day.
That's past my birthday.
It is past your birthday. But my anniversary is not your birthday, so.
No.
All right. You talking about hide it? Ain't nobody finna hide my love. Then work hard not to be a secret, and you want me to be a secret. Okay. And this, you're not getting ready to try this. So the answer is no. You can see it, but you're not getting ready to try it.
You know better than that, Mommy. Yep. We're gonna flip it upside down again.
Grab that side. I'm gonna grab this side. Okay, we both weak. We weak. We weak as hell. Cause let's turn this way.
Yeah. And flip it again.
First of all, okay, the two of us can't figure something out. I don't like that. We ain't got no type of solution skills. Now, come on. You should be a little sharper than mommy. Okay. Thank you, God. Dog.
This is a new golden.
Okay, country boy. Nappy boy and country boy.
No.
Give me that. Twist your darn finger off.
Nobody.
Is it the hydration?
Yes. It is.
Okay.
I try.
Hey, thank you, Prime.
Let's try it.
Say thank you, Prime.
Thank you, Prime. We have some more Prime over there.
No.
Now where it is.
Yeah. All right. So.
That one's in the one.
All right.
Next is that one.
No.
That one?
No, not that brown one. We gotta wait on Daddy for that one.
No, that one, the green one.
Oh, yeah, you can open it. It's fine. Look at him walking. Boy, you know your grandma don't like stuff like that. Get down off that table, walking across that table like that for your grandma see you on this thing and cuss me out.
Surprise! I'm gonna tell you what time we got.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, Halloween. Multicultural stuff.
Oh, thank you, Kaden Lane. Ooh.
Multicultural. Lucky.
Okay, we got some PJs.
That one's yours.
You can also share this code for 20% off. Okay, if y'all like some PJs, I might post this in my story. Oh. Now that's cute. Very soft. I love that.
That is still yours.
Yeah. No. All right. Thank you. Say thank you. We appreciate it. Here, put it back in here with this.
What's next? Mom, what is that holder thing?
What are you taking for lunch tomorrow?
Peanut butter.
You was doing so well. You was on a roll with trying some different stuff for your lunch this year. We done had chicken nuggets. We done had spaghetti. You know.
What is this?
Would you like to try? No, that could be dangerous. Put it in my hand. No. You don't want to step outside your comfort zone. All right, come on down. Put it back in that green bag. Here, grab that green bag. Put the stuff back in the green bag. Thank you. I appreciate your entire ministry. Whew. Okay.
Now, you do it. I can't.
Get down, because Kank never could. Bye. Yeah, take it over there. Take it over there. Okay. So anyway, yes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate your entire ministry. And y'all, I posted in my story the donation for the fundraiser. We appreciate your entire ministry. Yes, Boosie's football bag should be coming any day now. Thank y'all so much. The kids will be able to get their practice pants, uniform. So thank y'all. I really appreciate it. You have 15 more years. Oh, Lord. 15 more years. 15 more years of Boosie being in the house until he goes to college. And you know what? It seems such a long time away, but it's not. It's not, right? It's like somebody was saying, you only get 18 summers with your kids. And if you think about it in terms of 18 summers, it's almost like, 18 summers. We only get 18 summers together before you're off doing your life. I mean, we might spend some little summers like that, but like 18 some undevoted summers to just you and your family. So if you think of it in terms like that, it's almost like, dang. Do Maggie like school? She's getting adjusted. Bless her heart. She is, she does fantastic. And she's, you disgusted?
No, you just said, but.
What I just said? You're adjusted. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you're adjusted. You are adjusted, Sonny. He's adjusted. He said he's digested. Wait a minute, you might have to be in that little reading class. So, but yeah, you know, Mikey said, you know, the first day she went on in. So, you know, of course, all of us, me, my mama, Mike, we was all like, Maggie. Maggie was like, peace and God be with y'all. Bye. I got my own business to attend to now. So, you know, she goes on in. Then about half the day, she was like, wait a minute. Like, these aren't my friends. Where's Winnie Pooh? Like, what's going on? You know, and so, you know, that was a little transition for her. So then again, today, same thing. Like, she was just kind of like, she done great, like going in, but I think she feels like it's like a play time. And once that playtime is over, she's like, okay, so when do I, you know, go back to daycare with my friends, you know? And so I think she will get there. I think she will. You know, of course it'll be a transition for everybody, but I think she'll get there. How do you get kids to try new foods? My son is autistic and it's a whole drama trying to get him to try anything new. Don't. I'm saying that with love, which you know, a lot of things, sensory processing, and to me, sensory processing and autism kind of overlap each other a little bit. And at one time, a lot of people thought that Boosie was autistic, because of some of the things that he, you know, would present, and people would be like, oh, I think he has autism. Like, you need to go get him checked out for autism. And I'm an entire therapist who works within the population. Like, y'all don't think that I done went and got my baby. Like, I want early intervention on all levels, you know. But you know, it does overlap. And so one thing that I hold on to near and dear to my heart that my grandma told me, my Gigi, before she passed away, and this was just a few short years ago, because Boosie's only 7 and he was potty training. And of course he potty trained late, like 3.5. And I always tell the story because I felt so embarrassed. I felt like I wasn't doing my job as a parent. Like, you know, people perceive you as being lazy, or people perceive you as like, you know, he wasn't eating anything. The only thing that he would eat was, like, at the time he wasn't even eating peanut butter. Like, he might would have eaten a couple of McDonald's fries. That's literally it. Nothing else. No, nothing else. No, nothing. And so, you know, my grandma, you know, I was just explaining to her one day, like, people really out here thinking that I'm lazy, trying to say that my baby, you know, like, they always put it on the parent when the kid, you know, when they have difficulties with food or difficulties with pottying, or if they're not meeting markers, you know, of what society's expectation is, then it's always the mother's fault, right? And so, you know, I kind of felt bad, like, you know. And my grandma said, I ain't never seen a grown man walking around here in a diaper. By choice, right? Like, you know, if they're elderly, you know, maybe in a home or old, you know, whatever the case may be. But she was like, I ain't never seen a grown man. She was like, he will potty train himself. Leave him alone and let him be. And I was thinking to myself, like, now, my grandma ain't never told nobody else that. And like, she was like, leave him alone. He will potty train himself. And I was like, okay, grandma. All right. And sure enough, I left him alone. I rolled up some underwear, and I rolled up some, I put some, pull-ups beside the toilet, and all of a sudden I would see the underwear is missing and the pull-ups were still there. So he started choosing the underwear on his own. And then that's when I started to step back in, but I left him alone. And I just, whatever, like, you know, family members like, he's still in the pull-up. Yep. I mean, I've exhausted everything I've tried to do. You know, he has sensory processing. At the time, I was like, he could be autistic. Like, I really don't know what's going on with him right now. He wasn't, you know, my son wasn't verbal. So I couldn't, you know, he wasn't really speaking well either. So it's not like I couldn't, understand what he was really trying to tell me. So as far as the food is concerned, I started with sensory processing, and this might help parents with autistic children. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying what worked for us. So with food, sensory processing works with the senses, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your taste, right? And so all of, your children can be struggling with all of these things or one of these things. They could be struggling with, sensitivity to light, or, can't look at certain things, can't smell certain things, won't taste certain things, can't touch certain things, the texture, loud noises, so they can be struggling with processing their senses with any or all of those things. I mean, one or all of those things. So in order for me to figure out which one was most present as far as eating is concerned, I but we sat down, just say if I wanted him to, we started a new food. I wouldn't put it on a plate for him to eat. It would just be something that I would purchase, and I knew that it was going to go to waste because I wanted him to smell it. Are these type of foods? So fruit, for example, strawberries. I'm going to get the same type of texture. I'm going to get a grape, a strawberry, something along the same lines of texture wise. You're going to smell this first, smell the strawberry, smell the grape, And so if his I can't take the smell of the strawberry, I know he ain't going to eat it if he can't even stomach the smell of it. Grapes, which don't technically have a distinctive smell like that. We was trying all of them. Smell first, smell only. No touching, no tasting, just strictly smell. So we started with smelling. So I was just checking off the things that he could stomach smelling. And then Boosie cannot look at a kiwi. He won't even look at a kiwi. He detests looking at a kiwi. I don't know if it's the hairs on it. I don't know if you cut it open and the seeds. He can't stand the seed. He can't stand to look at a kiwi. He don't like looking at strawberries. He don't like looking at things with seeds that you can see on the outside. No. So I was like, okay, I'm going to X those off, right? So I started kind of eliminating based on his senses, based on the things that he could stomach. And once we got all those things, so, oranges, he can't stand juicy fruits like oranges or anything that's going to make a juice type of squirting type of juice in his mouth. I say oranges gotta go, pineapples gotta go, and so process of elimination, the only two fruits that I was able to get him to try were cherries and grapes. And I had to cut the grapes up to the point where, because if you bite into a grape, it might do that initial little squirt. So I cut the grapes up because he could look at it. He could touch it. He could smell it. Okay. So now, we're going to work on, can you lick it? Roll it around in your hand, lick it. If you don't have to eat it, but, just lick it. And so, he started off with just kind of licking the outside of it. And then we moved to me cutting it up real good. And then he would eat little pieces of grape. And then he kind of graduated to eating little bits and pieces of the cherry. But those are the only fruits, because peaches, any other fruit, he won't even, he literally shakes. He just, he would do that. And so what I learned was, it's more about the parent. So if we just adhere to what they feel like their needs are, then we won't frustrate ourselves, because that's me. That was me with him and that textures. So I don't like kids in general, not y'all kids. I'm talking about my children wearing jogging pants all day. That blows me. And that's just in my think, right? Before Boosie, all of my kids were dressed. Aiden would get dressed. Carly would get dressed. Zari would get dressed. We putting on clothes. We going out. Boosie, he wants to wear the same pajamas, soft pajamas every day. And it was a struggle. Boy, put these pants on, and I had to step back and say, it's uncomfortable to his body. It's uncomfortable to his body. So baby, wear these, Toy Story pajamas, put your Toy Story boots on, and it's a snake in my boots on out the door. Okay. Cause at this point, so, sometimes us as the parents, we have to just know that it's nothing personal against the kid is not being, it's nothing personal against the parent, and they're not trying to be defiant. Like, I don't want to wear that, I'm gonna slap you. Like, no, it's not that. It's literally their body repulse it. You know, they literally can't stomach it. Like, they can't process the feel of it on there. And so once I understood, like, it's not about me. It's not about what I want. It's about how comfortable he feel in these clothes, you know? And so that's how I just said, you know what? We're going to start small. And so same thing like my grandma said with the pottying. Eventually, he will train his own palate. And I said, I'm gonna let him do that. Just now that we talking about from 1 to 6.5, just last year, right before his birthday, he started trying different textured foods. He was literally only eating bread, peanut butter, black bread, hamburgers, chicken nuggets occasionally, French fries, but only McDonald's French fries. He will not eat French fries from anywhere else. Waffle fries from Chick-fil-A, Cajun fries from Bojangles, Burger King fries. No. No. And so even that, you know, like, he will only eat McDonald's fries. And I think because McDonald's fries are just like a regular typical fry, like it don't have anything that you can see, any type of speck, any speck on it. He like, what's that? You know? And so I knew from that point, I was like, oh, this boy's scared of seasoning. I said, Lord, he ain't gonna make, baby. He would not make it in a Hispanic Latino household, baby. I was like, oh, Jesus, baby, this is not what you looking at pepper, and you ain't gonna make it, baby. You ain't gonna make it. But Lord. So now he has, like, he's tasted crab legs, like fried chicken, like a chicken wing, because he wouldn't eat stuff like that. And he's deciding for himself, like, and I'm just making a mental note of all the stuff that he has started to taste and like, so I can kind of add that to his, you know, to his mixtures of food or whatever. But yeah, so, you know, I would say starting off with just allowing them to build their palate based on their likes. You know, if they only like mushy food, then, you know, just try a whole gamut of mushy food, mashed potatoes, you know, applesauce, or, you know, because yes, it can be frustrating. And the fact that you feel like your child is not getting enough nutrition. Cause that was my thing. I'm like, he'd have been 42 pounds for 8 years, ain't it? Like, baby, you getting enough nutrition? Every time I go to the doctor, Maggie done surpassed you in weight. What is going on? And so she was like, the doctor assured me that Princeton has gotten taller. And so because he has gotten taller, his weight, it stays the same based on him getting taller. So if he was to stay the same height, then his weight, you know, of course would be. I was like, oh, honey, I just thought he was a little frail, a little pale, a child. You can't be frail and pale. They finna call the people on me, sir. Eat this chicken. So, but yeah, so I hope that, spoil him just because I won't. Yeah, you know, Jessica, you know, that's one thing that we, you know, I feel like parents with children that have disabilities, especially disabilities that other people can't see. I don't know, like, how, where your child is on the spectrum, but sometimes kids with autism, you can't tell that child is autistic. You know, some kids you can tell, other kids you can't visibly look at them and tell that they're, and so people just automatically assume because we have been conditioned by society that, okay, thank you, Eric Erickson, for your stages between the ages of 1 and 3, your child should be doing this. And between the ages of 4 and 6, your child should be doing this and know how. And I'd be like, toss that right out the window. And I can't even pay attention to, I'm guilty. And I'm saying I'm guilty because I was doing this with my sister. Because, Boosie and Magic are the same age, just about. Like, they're close in age. And so, I'm like, dang. And I had to go back to my sister and apologize. Like, you're a first-time mom. And, my expectation is like, dang, like, do you think Majesty and Boosie both got the same things going on? Like, dang, like, what's going on? Like, they was both born around the same time with Coke. Baby, I was a nervous wreck. Like, hey. And I'm getting my sister nervous. I'm making her nervous. And I'm just like, no, like, girl, like, you have to step back but what happens is I was a new parent to it. Like, I'm not a new parent, but I'm a new parent to a child that has that type of disability. And a lot of people don't look at sensory processing as a disability. But if it wasn't, then he wouldn't have it in his medical record. It wouldn't be on his IEP. Like, if it wasn't something that needed special attention, then that wouldn't be a part of his plan. And so I had to stop listening to people. I had to stop, and I had to be the person who, I had to stop being that person to other people too, especially people in your family, because people in your family, baby, they'll tell you, same thing I heard with Boosie. You better, if you don't get him now, he gonna be a terror over there at that school. No, he ain't. No, he's not. Oh, Lord. Doctor has us doing Flintstone vitamins and instant breakfast drinks daily to help with his diet, bacon, frosted flakes. I know that's right, honey. Look, whatever the child eat, this is what my pediatrician told me. Whatever he gonna eat, let him eat it. Let him eat it. He'll get some nutrition down there. Don't worry about it. No, you don't. And now, go get you some water or a Gatorade. Princeton, you're gonna find yourself in your room. But yeah, but now I'm just proud of him. I'm proud of his progress, but he's made it on his own. I give him the freedom just to be able to choose. Like all of us, we should be able to choose. We should all, we have choices as adults. So you give your kids choices when it has something to do with them and it don't affect anybody else. Like it's literally just affecting him. So, at the end of the day, that's something that he has to work out. Said mine doesn't even like milk. Whoop, honey, listen. A lot of kids won't drink milk, will not drink milk. So, we have to, find other alternatives. Give him a Coke. No, don't listen to me. Will he drink Coke? Give him a soda. Don't do it. Do not give him a soda. I gave Boosie a soda after my mama. Child, I went on one vacation. Came back and Boosie and Magic sitting on my mama's bed drinking a Coca-Cola. I said, what is going on here? I don't drink soda and neither does my children. He wanted a soda. Okay, you know what? Winnie Pooh is problematic. Okay. But what about like other things like oat milk or almond milk, like silk soy, like none of those either? Because I can't drink milk. Like I can't drink regular like white milk. No, like I have to have an almond milk or a soy based milk, like almond oat milk or something else. Something. I know that's right, Ashley, baby. What you want? You want this? You want this little You want this little these SpaghettiOs?
I won't let you get.
No, that I told you that's to cut your turkey up when we make your Lunchables.
Why is it a big one?
No.
Which one are we gonna use?
The one that's inside the blue one.
The orange one?
I don't think it's orange. I don't think it has a color on it. No. I love almond milk. That's actually like my go-to. That's actually like my go-to milk. I like almond milk. But I also like oat milk too. Oh, it's for bread too. We might can try the yellow one for tomorrow. Princeton, go put that gum in the trash can if you can't keep it in your mouth. So yeah. But yeah, so our kids, what I do know, and I do think is that parents with children, like, you just be like, Lord, I just want them to get to a point where they can be as independent as they can be, because baby, they grow up, something happened to you, and then you want your child to be able to be as independent as possible, because you just don't ever know how the world gonna treat your baby. And that be my main thing, like when a lot of times, like, when you're new in it, and I get emotional just kind of thinking about this, y'all, but like, all of my children have different things that they have endured, and that they have had to overcome. But as a parent, if you got 2 children, 4 children, 6 children, you are a different parent to each of those children. You have to present and show up to each of your children differently, because they are individuals and they all have different needs. So you cannot be a cookie cutter parent if you want your children to have the best childhood that they can have, so that they're not adults recovering from childhood trauma caused by the parents. And I find that a lot of times, boomers and Gen X and millennials, a lot of times we're in recovery from our childhood, because our parents really didn't know how to break generational curses when it came to, just for an example, if one of the kids got in trouble, all the kids got in trouble. All y'all got to line up. All y'all getting, and you like, well, I ain't like, that could be very traumatizing. Why I got to get in trouble just because Boo Boo Kitty got in trouble? Now I got to get with him because now we all line up. We all got to get spanked because one, or, Mama, I don't like peas. Oh, well, you're going to eat them before you go to sleep. Every pea going to be off the plate, or you'll go to bed hungry. Or my tummy hurt, and I just that, oh, your stomach wasn't hurting, you can go to school, and it's literally anxiety, but pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I wanted to be intentional. Nothing. I'm just popping those. I had to be intentional about showing up as a different parent to each of my children, because I know that each of them had individual needs. And as a parent to multiple children that have different needs, you can become very burnt out. You can become very exhausted, because it's only you, and you're trying your best to stay afloat. You're trying to, give everything that you got to your children. But you also have to remember that self-care is the best care. And in order for you to be a present mom, you have to take care of yourself. But, one of the things, I pray, I'm like, God, please just allow my children to be well into adulthood and able to think, before I leave, because my children, even with Aiden with ADHD, a lot of times people don't understand how ADHD can present itself in kids, in adults. And it's very difficult, because people feel like, oh, we didn't heard ADHD so much that we're desensitized to bipolar, depression, ADHD, because people throw that stuff around so much. Oh, this weather bipolar. Like, people just throw words around. And what happens is, once you just hear words all the time, they don't have the same meaning to you anymore. Like it just becomes a word. It don't have any meaning behind it. You're not sensitive to it, And so a person that shows up with ADHD, you like, oh, that's so played out from the 90s. Everybody and their mama had ADHD. Everybody and their mama was, ADHD, like, but in the brain of a person with ADHD as an adult that didn't get the proper care that they needed as a child, and then they come to me and they're 29, 30 years old, just getting diagnosed with ADHD. I'm like, nobody ever, like, and they was like, oh, I always knew I had something going on, but nobody, like, that's sad. But people don't really look at it. Some disabilities, people just don't look at it the same way. Because society says you're okay. I mean, it's just ADHD. I mean, it's not schizophrenia. People love to compare and, oh, it's no worse than this, well, this person got it worse because they have schizophrenia. Oh, this person got it worse because they have bipolar. Or this person got it worse because they have a personality disorder. And my thing is, everybody's worst is their worst. My worst is my worst. Your worst is your worst. So you can't compare, but that's what people in society do. And so sometimes people with those type of disabilities are overlooked as get it together. And, the reason why I always go into my children's classes and let them know it's not, people love to, and if this is you, I'm not trying to say, one way or the other, but a lot of times people want to hide their children's diagnosis. Not me. I'm loud about it. Because I want you to know that I done told you that my child has this going on. So, you're aware. Okay. So, I'm always going and I'm like, hey, I'm Aiden's mom, oh, well, how's Aiden? Because I guarantee you that teachers from sixth grade and told the seventh grade teachers, the teacher from seventh grade and told the eighth grade teachers. So the eighth grade teacher, they're all, it's going to be a reputation that precedes. And so as a, I want the teacher to be able to understand that, yes, maybe he talk a lot, but and it's no excuse. So don't, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, it's not because he's trying to actively be disobedient like you're thinking that he is. Sometimes it's just that it clicks and it's and you like and because he's like, Mom, I was like, I tried to, and so this year, I'm working on, like, when you get the urge to say something, we're going to take the rubber band on your wrist and we're going to pop the wrist. Like, revert your thoughts. Revert it. Pop. I go and I'm telling the teacher, so if you see, this can't be a distraction for you, ma'am, sir. Because what do you want? What do you want? Like, you don't want to blah, 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 but I mean, he has ADHD. So sometimes he literally, kids with ADHD, sometimes they can't sit down. They can't sit still. They can't be quiet. They can, so we're working on alternatives. So if I'm telling you this, he used it. And if that's bothering you too, then at this point it's a you issue. Okay, remove my child from this person's class. We're going to try to figure out another team or something. But this comes with, advocating for your child, letting them know. But most teachers are very understanding. I tell them, I know this about my child. So we're putting things in place so he can revert his thoughts, and so if that's a distraction for you, let me know now. If that's going to be a distraction for you, so at the beginning of the year, we can go ahead and put him on somebody else's team, somebody else's class. And teach like, oh no, whatever helps, and most teachers are very understanding. But I noticed that if you are a parent who's active, and the teacher knows that they can communicate with you, the teacher knows, then they're more apt to work with your child. Now, I don't know about the teachers. I'm just saying our experience. So, I have had teachers that really have worked with it, knowing that we're trying to give alternatives, and it's getting better over time. And so, I can't go in and be like, okay, Amy, don't tell nobody you got ADHD. Don't do that. Because you don't want nobody to know that's on your record. Y'all remember back in the day, you were scared that this stuff was going to be on your child. That's going to be on my kid record. What did the school record do after your child graduated? They had us so scared. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like back in the day, like this invisible school record was going to follow you into your job or follow you into adulthood and mess up everything that you was ever going to try to achieve in life. Oh, your school record was going to really... Oh, you don't want that on your child's school record. Don't put he got ADHD on his school record. Don't put... So my child can't get early intervention or IEP or 504 plan or behavioral plan. He can't get nothing because I can't put it on his record. Baby, I don't care about nothing about this record. Because whatever he want to achieve, he's still going to achieve it, whether it's with or without the school record. A school record ain't never hindered any person that graduated from high school from doing whatever they want to do. Now, and I'm talking about a child that has a disability like ADHD, sensory processing disorder, anxiety, depression. They're diagnosed with these things and it's in their school record. Honey, it was just like this whole can't say nothing about that. And then the kid's struggling, failing, struggling, being held back because you don't want something in their school record. No, I just, at the end of the day, I my children, I always tell them that you have this going on, and I want my children to understand what they have going on. So I talk to them about it. I talk to them about symptomology. We talk about what it looks like, what it could look like when you're this age, this weight, this height, what it could possibly materialize into, if anything else. But it's not going to prevent. So, you still can't use that as an excuse. So what are we going to do? But if we can't ever talk about it, then how are they going to make it, man? Like, it's crazy. This will go down to your for real, like your permanent record. Like, what's permanent? Please. It was never permanent. Yes, got to be an advocate. Also based on awful treatment. Yeah. Oh, yes, I do know that for sure. That plays a part. I do think that based on the generations, yes, I think that is absolutely true. A lot of times, Black people, we were always told like, you ain't be, because you were scared. You were scared that, something would happen if you was to utter something. I think now in this generation, like with Gen Z, Gen Alpha, I do think that people are more accepting. They're pro therapy. They're pro, a lot of things. And I hope that, you know, opportunities continue to go in an upward way. But yes, I definitely do understand that too. Medication. You know, I was against medication, and I'm a therapist. You know, I was against medication for the longest time. People would come to me, and I would definitely work on a plan of action. And I would be like, let's see what type of treatment plan we can get without having the child take medication. I was so against medication. And that was because all the medication back in the day, it was the same. Everybody got the same med. Don't matter if you're tall, short, everybody had the same medication. Give them Prozac for everything. And you like, now wait a dang on minute. Like, just say you had multiple children in the house, and just say you had 5 kids. Excuse me. And out of 5 of those, 2 of your kids were diagnosed with ADHD. Why they both taking the same dose, the same medicine, the same? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And so I was like, no, I was not pro medication. Now I've changed that, because nowadays medication is really tailored. It's really tailored. They can tailor it by height, weight, you know, which they should have been doing back in the day, but I'm talking about today, right? They have a multitude of medications now, different types of medications, 12, 13, 14, 15 types of meds that you can, you know, try here, try there. I mean, they can even take a hair sample and see what medication would best fit you at this time, you know? And I'm like, okay, so they're really trying to get it down to a science based on your brain chemical, based on what you have going on, to, you know, sometimes, you know, that be the case. So I just think that, this is my thought for medication. I don't think medication should be the long-term solution. If your child is taking medication, I feel like breaks should be given so that you can see if they're able to utilize the tools in their toolbox that they're learning for. If your child is on medication, they should automatically be in therapy. My personal opinion. Because kids that take medication, okay, let me back up. If you went to your child's pediatrician and your child's pediatrician diagnosed them with a mental health disability or mental health disorder, and you're still going to your child's pediatrician for medication, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Find yourself a psychiatrist, a therapist, okay? Because we don't go to the therapist if we have cancer. We don't go to the therapist if we have lupus. We don't. No, what I'm saying is you might go for your mental health, like if you're depressed, but you're not going to go and your therapist is going to be like, oh, well, I just diagnosed you with lupus. Let me give you this lupus medication. Here you go. Take. Pediatricians are not therapists. Yes, they're doctors, but they are not therapists. So they're not, I don't know about now. If y'all got them A1, like, honey, they just the best of the best. I don't know. But I never ran into a pediatrician that sits there and do a treatment plan for the future of how your child is going to back off medication. Maybe your pediatrician has. I'm just saying, I ain't never seen one. I work with the pediatrics as a resident therapist at a pediatrician's office, because that very reason. The doctors weren't therapists to work on a plan of action, because you don't want your child to, so the doctor is just prescribing meds. Oh, your kid got ADHD. Okay, well, here, and try this. Okay, we're going to give him some of this right here. Try that. That's a good start, but we have to go further. so that we can see if the diagnosis is correct. Y'all do know that some diagnoses are acute. Okay. Some diagnoses are short term. So if I got acute depression. How long ago was you diagnosed? 2019. That ain't acute depression no more, baby. It's 2024. Something else is going on. Like, your diagnosis needs to be upgraded. Your medication might need to be changed based on your new diagnosis. So I'm just saying that if you have, let's move into a more therapeutic setting so that your child or you're not just taking medication. You're learning ways to effectively, help with backing off that medication in the future, because unless you just want to be on medication for the rest of your life. Now there are certain diagnoses that you probably will have to be on medication for the rest of your life, but it might not have to be the same dose. It's just a lot of different things. Thank you, April, for the stars. I appreciate your entire ministry. But I'm just telling y'all, get a therapist, get a treatment plan so that if your child is taking medication, that eventually they can back off that. Like maybe take a break in the summer and then have them implement the things that they're learning, the coping skills and the mechanisms that they're learning in therapy. We don't know if those things are going to work if they're on medication. We need to see it in raw form. So you're off medication. Now something's getting ready to come up. You get ready to have an impulsive thought, but the medication is helping you with that. You're not on the medication. So now here's the impulsive thought. What are you going to do? You going or are you going to utilize what's in your toolbox? I need to see that happen. So I need to see it happen. I need to see it working, So a lot of times, people going, therapy don't work. I done tried therapy and it just don't work. And first of all, 50% of that is mindset. You went to one bad therapist and it didn't work for you. Now every therapist is the same. Therapy didn't work for me. I done went to therapy since I was 16. I'm 40 and therapy ain't never worked for me. It's not going to work because you have a negative, perception of it. So 9 times out of 10, if I'm constantly saying it, that's just you're already messing yourself up right now. You're messing yourself up. So, and then you start to believe stuff that's true. Just like people that are, deal with a lot of verbal abuse. My mama called me stupid for 15 years before I just moved out and I couldn't take it no more. And then now you feel like you're stupid because you done heard it every day for 15 years. I'm so stupid. God, that was so stupid of me. I'm so stupid. I'm stupid. So that's therapy don't work. Therapy don't work. Therapy don't work. Therapy. Then you go to therapy and therapy is not going to work because you in your mind, you're already sabotaging it. So yes, therapy will work, but that don't mean you don't want to work. And yes, there are bad therapists like any other field. You have to find a therapist that's willing to, if you can find a specialized therapist, a therapist that specializes in what you have going on, that's wonderful. But if not, then, at least find somebody that you can, but take the time to go, to therapy if that's what you need, especially for your child. Get out that pediatrician's office with your children. Because I see people that come to me even now in 2024 And I'll say, you know, have you been to therapy before? Or have you, have you had a prior diagnosis? And they'll say, yeah, ADD. I'll say, okay. When was the last time? And they'll say, oh, well, I just went to the doctor 3 months ago to get my medication for ADD. Oh, okay. ADD is not even a diagnosis anymore. It's not even a diagnosis in the DSM-5 anymore. Okay? Maybe the DSM-5 been out for years. And people around here still diagnosing with ADD. It makes me mad. So, you just have to be your own, you have to know, whatever. But I think that, what I do know is that with medication, if a child has ADHD, they go to school and it looks like they're the troublemaker. It don't look like ADHD. It looks like oppositional defiance. It looks like a disturbance. It looks like this child can't learn. This child is not teachable. This child is combative. That's what it looked like. And I'm not saying this because I'm a therapist. I see it all the time. I personally experienced it. And then it's a cycle because your child you're getting called. Ray is in the office again because he won't listen to the teacher. She put him out of the room. Put it out of the room. He got put out. Then Ray come home. Ray get in trouble. And you sitting there talking about, Ray, why won't you listen to your teacher? Like, why can't you just be good? Like, you can't just sit down and literally can't. They literally cannot. Like, they physically can't. Like, it's not an excuse. It's just literally physically at some point can't. You go to the doctor. They get a diagnosis. They get medication. Ray a whole new person. Ray is not combative anymore. Ray is not, and I'm not talking about a whole new zombie person. No, that might have been 1999, or maybe you didn't have somebody, a psychiatrist that really ain't really up to what's going on. They need to get their situation together. But I'm talking about these kids out here with medications really thriving. And the medication is allowing their brains to slow down enough for them to be able to think about what they're doing. Because if they could actually, if their brain would slow down enough for them to think about something prior to, most of the time they wouldn't be defiant, or they wouldn't be combative, because they would be in control. They would be able to say, the teacher say something and they don't like it. That ain't gonna bother them because they like, oh, well, I don't need to respond to that because they know better, but really like their brain is just bing, 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 bing. Huh? What do you say? And, and another thing too, and this is, it's not specific to everybody with ADHD, but I know that a lot of times their brain loops in and loop out. That's why I have to write things down for Aiden, because it was a struggle. Like I just told you this like literally 2 minutes ago. I cannot give him I can't build, and that's why you got to know your children. Because with Princeton, I can be like, okay, you getting ready to go take a bath, take your clothes off, get your bath clothes and go put some bubble bath in your water, turn your water on, run your water, and then get in the bathtub. I turn around, I go in there, and Boostin did all that. I can say the same thing to Aiden. I go back around, go in the room, I'm like, what? Huh? I said, oh, I didn't hear you. I was right in your face when I said it. Because literally their brain is not, babe, they didn't looped all that together. It was just like one big jumble, boop. And you just really be pissed off. You be like, I know you lying. And you really be thinking they playing in your face. Because that's what it feel like. It almost feels like an attack. Again, like, I'm being punked. Like, where is Ashton Kutcher? Like, it really feel like that. But I'm telling y'all, it's not like for real. And I'm a therapist. And sometimes I be like, you know, like, damn it. But what I will say is now I know that I have to be more intentional. So I say, Aiden, go run your bath water. And sometimes when I say that, then he's older now. So, you know, he knows. But then I'll be like, Aiden, the water's still running. So I'm not frustrated anymore, but I'm only giving him one thing to focus on. And go and get in the bathtub. Because he's 13, so he know once he get out the bathtub. Now, Boosie, he's 7, and yes, he should understand and put on some clothes. But if I'm go put your dang on pajamas on, boy. Stop playing with me. But, you know, now, like, you know, if he get out the bathroom, he know he can put some pajamas on. So now it's just one command, like one thing. One. I can't do building blocks. It's just, you know, you have to know your kid, because you'll be done got mad and upset and they literally can't do it. How do you separate from a therapist to find a new one if you feel it's not working from the current one? Your therapist is supposed to help you transition. And if they are a good therapist, you should, you know, you go be like, hey, you know, I don't think that we're the right fit. I'm looking specifically for this therapist. Thank you. I'm looking for somebody that can help me with this specifically. And so a therapist is supposed to help you transition. So if they're a good therapist, you know, they'll be able, okay, I'm so sorry that this is not working out. Let me look through my contacts and see, you know, who I can find, you know, give you some options and help you transition properly. Now, that's really what's supposed to take place. Now, you know, me, I like to because, you know, clients come, I don't think this working. And then I want to know personally, okay, let's talk about it. What do you feel like I could do better? What do you feel like I'm missing? You know? And then sometimes like a little small thing, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, what do you want to do? Can we give this 30 more days? see if you can see a change, or see if you can, you know, we can go in this direction and see if you know, or let me go ahead and try to find somebody and we can just go ahead and transition you, you know. So really that's, you know, just having a conversation, letting them know how you feel. And if they work for an agency, after the conversation, if you feel like there's no movement or the therapist is a little like, okay, then that's when you go to this, you know, go on up the ranks. Hey, you know, me and this therapist is not really working out. About a month ago, I asked her, you know, because the agency really has the responsibility of transitioning you to another therapist. Yep. So, trying to figure out what Boosie got going on. But anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, y'all, I ain't gonna bore y'all to death because y'all know I can talk about stuff like this all day and tomorrow. So, y'all, no. But yeah, so y'all have a good and blessed day. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Oh, yeah.